Hi there, welcome to my vanilla making demo. It is super easy to make this delicious vanilla. It is awesome, and I'm going to show you how to do it. The only things you need are vanilla beans. These are from Costco. If you can't read that, sorry, but they are organic gourmet Madagascar vanilla beans. I've got some Jim Beam bourbon whiskey here. You can make vanilla with vodka, and a lot of people do, but I make it with this and I like it. And then you need a receptacle for your vanilla. And so I just got this at Hobby Lobby with a plastic top. You can use a ball jar, whatever you'd like, but that's what you need. The longest part of this demo is going to be opening this container of vanilla beans because it's not. Okay, so I have my vanilla beans and we are going to open up this vial. It's kind of cool. And when you take out your vanilla beans, you are going to see they're really remarkable. If you've never worked with vanilla beans before, they're a little oily, and we're going to split them down the side without going all the way through. Even if you go all the way through, it's not a big deal. But we're going to get to the inside of that vanilla bean where all the vanilla bean goodness, my own. The 5 beans that you get in that vial from Costco are currently $9.99. So just to put it in perspective. But I've had this for years, and I continue to add to it. You'll see that there are a lot of vanilla beans in there. But we are going to take the vanilla bean and we are going to slice it right down the center, okay? So that the goodness of the vanilla can get into our homemade vanilla. Cut all of my beans down the middle and kind of open them up. I'm going to now cut them in half, all right? Because that makes them a little easier in these smaller containers. Make sure you wash out your container. Why are we making homemade vanilla? Well, if you don't look at the label, a lot of the vanillas that you buy in the store, they have added flavorings, colors, all kinds of stuff. This is way too easy not to do it yourself. Okay. You want to leave some air at the top or some space at the top because you're going to want to shake it around a little bit. But we are going to, and if you want to use a funnel, if you've got a steady hand, great, but I'm going to use a funnel. And I'm not even going to measure it. I'm just going to pour this in, okay? And again, vodka is probably the number one, but you can use a spiced rum. You can use bourbon whiskey. You can use a whole lot of different alcohols, but this one I like the best. So this is how it was shown to me, so I'm going to show it to you. So for this size container, and again, there's just under a cup that I poured in there, basically, I am going to add 6 of these half pieces, so 3 full beans. And let's take this out. And I'm literally going to just drop them in here, okay? I'm going to make sure that they are nice and opened. Whoop. Okay. 5. And hold on, I've got to cut this one a little bit more. I want to cut it all the way down. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I think that's it. All right. So I have my 3 full beans or 6 half pieces, and I am going to just put this in here. You just have to make sure that this is a good seal. Okay. This needs to be solid because if you're going to shake it up, you don't want any to get out. Now, what you can do, if you're using a ball jar, we don't want metal to touch your vanilla. So put a piece of wax paper on the jar opening and then put your lid on, okay? And I may do that actually. And so for the first, okay, so here's the important thing. We're a little behind schedule here for you to give this at Christmas, but because this has to sit in a cool, dry place for up to 8 weeks, okay? Now, I've watched some YouTubes and some people are believers of 18 months before they actually use their vanilla. Mine is 8 weeks. When I first started, what I give away, okay, it looks like it's done. It's not done, okay? So you're gonna shake this every couple days for the first couple of weeks, and then maybe once a week for the next few weeks, okay? But put it in a dry, cool place, and then in 8 to 12 weeks, this is going to be phenomenal. So it's great to put a date that you did made the vanilla. You can put it on the top or put it on the bottom. But if you give it as a gift for this Christmas, say don't use until, and say February 1st or whatever date that is. Give your vanilla at least 8 weeks to set up. But this is an awesome gift. Mine is a treasure, and again, so when I run low, like when the liquid gets to about where the beans start poking through, I just add a little bit more of the whiskey, the bourbon whiskey, and then drop a couple more half beans in there, and I just keep it going. So I hope you enjoy this. Cheers! Merry Christmas! So here's my wax paper, and I am just going to place that to make a real firm seal. I know it doesn't look great, but the seal is the most important thing to get this thing rolling. So there you go. And you can trim that, make it pretty for whoever's getting it, but that's helpful.